Smoke rose over Sudan's capital, Khartoum, Saturday, as fighting between the Sudanese army and paramilitary forces shattered a three-day humanitarian truce called for the Eid al-Fitr holiday that marks the end of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. The State Department was cautious amid an uncertain and confusing security situation, telling VOA they are aware of reports that some Americans were able to depart Sudan Saturday. The U.S. Embassy in Sudan is still warning private U.S. citizens to shelter in place. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has spoken with leaders of both sides and pushed for a ceasefire until at least Sunday. Sudan's army chief, General Abdel Fattah Burhan, said in a statement Saturday that his troops would facilitate the evacuation of diplomats and citizens from Britain, China, France, and the United States in the coming hours. Experts tell VOA the situation in Khartoum is dire, and thousands of civilians are trying to flee amid ongoing violence. Nicole Wittersheim is the deputy Washington director at Human Rights Watch. She spoke to VOA via Zoom.
And then what I'm most concerned about is we're also hearing that Sudanese continue to try to flee the bombardment and the aerial strikes, which I understand from our experts who are in direct contact with people in Khartoum. This is getting worse. It's getting more indiscriminate.
Wittersheim told VOA it is hard to understand why the two warring generals cannot uphold a ceasefire for the important Muslim holiday.
What is unclear to me is if these leaders have control over all their forces now. Because if you have this level of international community leaders saying, listen, we just need to get the basic safe passage for foreigners. We'll work with you on bringing this to a nonviolent dialogue. It's not clear to me that they have control over all their forces.
Saudi state television said a boat carrying 50 Saudi citizens and other nationals rescued from Sudan arrived Saturday in Jeddah, in the first announced evacuation of civilians since fighting began. As several countries prepare to try to carefully extract their government personnel from Sudan, some residents of southern Khartoum collected water in barrels Saturday, amid shortages caused by a week of fighting. Cindy Sain, VOA News, the State Department.